Alright, ladies, here's the next section of questions, and here's part two. My time's getting up there, sorry. The next question is from Bethy. Who is someone you look up to? I want to say my parents. They are amazing individuals. My dad has always been there to support me, and so is my mom. And she's such a strong woman. After her heart attack, she, changed her lifestyle completely to, from her eating habits to exercising to trying to lose weight to, make her life more healthy so she could stick around longer, to be here for her grandkids and her children. And she is probably the most important person in my life, and having to see that and see her overcome that is a big deal. And she is someone that I hope when I'm older and I have my own kids that I can be exactly like her. And my parents, just in general, how supportive they are of both of their children, of my older sister and me, financially support us when we can't support ourselves, and be here to emotionally support us. Oh, sorry, I'm totally tearing up. They're just amazing, wonderful people, and I hope that I can do the same for my kids when I'm older. Alright, now I'm going to try to stop tearing up. Oh, I have tissues. Good knee. Let's see here. The next question is from Wendy. If you could go to any place in the world and spend a week there, where would it be? Hands down, Italy. I would love to go to Italy. I have quite an obsession with the Vatican and Catholicism, so it's just kind of, obviously the headquarters of all of that, and I would love, the culture is so beautiful, the paintings, the architecture. I would just die to go there. I plan to go there when I turn 25 in May, but I kind of want to go to Disney World with Brandon, so that's gonna be put on hold. Maybe, when I'm 30, or, right before I have kids or something like that. But I would love to go to Italy for a week. That was actually my plan, but plans change. The next question, last question, is from Coral. What are your top 5 favorite books in my possession? That's a really hard question. I have way too many books to really count. I think one that really stands out is something that I read when I was in middle school. It's called The China Garden. I cannot for the life of me remember who the author is, but this book is probably by far one of my favorite books, and I could read it over and over and over again. It's, the romance and, your souls knowing each other, and, just kind of, it doesn't matter where or who you are, that your souls will find each other, and when they do, you're inseparable. And also has the mysticism of, the fountain of youth and the quest to keep it secret and to protect it, and, a whole familial thing, and it's set in the UK, which I'm slightly obsessed with, and I love books that are set in that era, or in that area, because they also, like, when they're written, they also have, the verbiage is different too, which I always like. I want to say my favorite book from my favorite author, Laurel K. Hamilton, is probably Blue Moon. It was the first book I read from her, and that just kind of started me on the kick of her never-ending series. She's on book 19. Oh, excuse me. I don't know. My books, I just have too many to choose from, too many that have impacted my life, too many that relate to different parts of my life. When I read Burned by Ellen Hopkins, I was around 18, and I was still in high school, and I was going through the motions of boyfriend troubles and trying to find myself, and that book really touched me. It's about a Mormon girl who struggled within her own faith, and struggled with being in love with a boy, and the ending was terribly sad, but I won't reveal it. I want to think of another one. I don't want to say any of my little fantasy books, because they're just, easy reads and really fun and nice to just entertain myself with. But I think a lot of Ellen Hopkins books are really fantastic, and Perfect and Impulse were ones that I just recently read, so they kind of go into, I guess they can go in one slot together. Those books touched my soul about, you know, not fighting to be perfect. You don't have to be perfect. You can be just exactly who you are, and it doesn't matter what kind of mold someone tries to put you in. As long as you stay true to yourself, that's all that matters. It doesn't matter if you're successful. It doesn't matter if you're perfect, or, you know, society's view, if you're not pretty enough or anything like that. You don't need to succumb to self-harm or hurting yourself, eating disorders, anything like that, because who you are is what matters, and someone out there besides yourself is going to love you. And first and foremost, you have to love yourself. And those were really important, beautiful books that were written. I'm getting really far. The last 2 books, I'm just trying to look on my shelf to see if anything really stands out. I think, I really can't choose. It's so horrible. I can't choose the last 2. I mean, most of the books that I really enjoyed or that I cried in are the ones that are like self-help. Oh, you know, one of my favorite books is called A Breakup Because It's Broken. It helped me so much with my breakup with my ex-boyfriend Shane and with my ex-husband. It really does give you tips on how to, you know, go through a breakup, especially from perspective from a woman who's been divorced and who's been abused, things like that. And it's a really cheesy self-help book, but I loved it, and I still use those techniques today to help me in my current relationship with Brandon. Communication is key, and, you know, that book goes through just basic, you need to be able to communicate with people, and you need to be able to communicate with yourself. Let's see, let's try to do the last book. Oh, if you want to see how many books I have and how many that I have to choose from, here you go. And don't mind the mess. I apologize. It's a big mess in my room. I'm trying to think. I don't know. I think, you know, it's kind of a group of books. All my Wicca and paganism books. Those actually really helped me to be open-minded about religion and about myself and searching for who I am. It really teaches you tools to figure out what you really want out of life, and whether that is to go into mainstream Christianity or to follow your own path that you prescribe for yourself. You know, those books really helped me out, especially when I was a really young teen. Well, this is now almost 17 minutes long, and I'm sorry if I bored all of you. But that's it. That was the last question. Thank you guys for asking, and it was fun to do the video. Feel free to comment or say that I'm kind of weird. I don't really care. Bye guys. Love you girls. Bye.